DC Comics has decided to choose Orson Scott Card, the famous author of Ender's Games as well as many other books, to write the first chapter at least of their Adventures of Superman digital first release. Now, on face alone, that doesn't seem that controversial, but apparently, I didn't know this, Orson Scott Card has been very outspoken in the past about his feelings about homosexuals. He was also involved in the National Organization for Marriage. He's a board member of it. They try to block gay marriage laws from being passed around the country. So we have some interesting quotes from him about this. These are coming from interviews from the past decade. Orson Scott Card says, "I find the comparison between civil rights based on race and supposed new rights being granted for what amounts to deviant behavior to be really kind of ridiculous. There is no comparison. A black as a person does not, by being black, harm anyone. Gay rights is a collective delusion that's being attempted. And the idea of gay marriage, it's hard to find a ridiculous enough comparison." Homophobic. Also, the way he uses the term black there, possibly racist. We don't know for sure.
I can't possibly disagree with someone more, and I'm being very kind to him when I really don't have to be. So of course there's an uproar about him, writing this comic and being chosen, and I think that it's justified. I think that people have the right to speak out against him. It kind of reminds me of the whole Chick-fil-A situation, right? Where you have the CEO of the company saying the homophobic things, and then the free market decides whether or not they want to support that company. And I think the same thing should happen here. Yeah. Now, people are speaking out against him. People have the right to not purchase this comic and not read it. And so, DC Comics gets to make the ultimate decision. But of course, there is a price to pay when you are a bigot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of things I want to say, but really fast, let's go to some of the quotes that Orson Scott Card has said about his time in college, actually. He says, "When I was an undergraduate theater student, I was aware, and not happily so, how pervasive was the reach of the underculture of homosexuality among my friends and acquaintances." Dude, you're in the theater department. You should know. But anyway, I'm kidding. "After a while, I stopped being shocked to discover that someone I had known well or whose talent I admired was either moving into or already a part of the not-so-clandestine network of gay relationships." So that makes him sound a bit questionable because the fervor in which he's fighting it, usually that means
he's gay. Yeah. So of course, again, that's more speculation on our part. But usually, you're totally right. As soon as you have someone who's so outspoken against the gay community, a few years later, you'll find out that they themselves are gay. So I don't know what the future holds for Orson. If he is gay, I wish that he would stop hating himself and stop hating other individuals. He makes it seem like gay people are harming society. And everyone knows that they're not harming society.
Well, Republicans typically think that. Conservatives typically think that.
But why? How are they harming society? I mean, we're still reproducing at a rapid pace. There's nothing, gay people are not harming anything at all. And here's the thing, I don't care about gay people. And what I mean by that is, I don't care about their lifestyle. I care about equality for them. I care about making sure that their civil rights are granted to them, but their lifestyle doesn't impact me at all, not even a little bit. The only way it impacts me is if I go to a club and I see an insanely attractive guy and then I find out he's gay and then I get a little disappointed, right? But that's the only way. So the thing is, people like me know that they're not a threat, know that it's not a problem, and they move on with their lives. But people who dwell on it like this usually mean that they're fighting inner demons.